Okay, good morning, fellow traders. It is April 21st. Yeah, this is day number 10. Let's do this. I just entered a CL trade here just 10 minutes ago, and we have took my first target hit, and right now I'm just trailing up my stop, hoping that we can get above this resistance level, and I'm hoping the sky's the limit. There we go. Go, baby, go. See if I can get my first nice big runner. I have not had that yet. So I'm going to trail this up to my initial target. And this is also kind of where I'm like, okay, where do I actually just go and take profit and I'm happy with it? Kind of a double-edged sword, if you will. Up 20 points now. Got my stop at, trail it up to right there. And let's just hope we keep pushing higher. I want to close it here. I really want to, but I want to try and be patient. Reviewing some of my past trades, that's definitely an area that I struggle with, but that price action right there I don't like. See, every bone in my body is telling me just to close this trade. But if I get stopped out, I still have a really nice profit, so it's not a big deal. But it is what it is. All right, I'm going to get stopped out here. But we're going to have a nice $200 profit to start off the day. There we go. All right, we are up $220 on, this is on my evaluation accounts, 7 accounts that are using Copy Trader. One thing I noticed, so a little bit, I don't know if any one of you saw my videos that I posted last night regarding Rhythmic. It appears that Rhythmic is back up and running. Everything is fine. See, yeah. Appears everything is fine, but I'm really curious what they did with some of the accounts that were in positions when Rhythmic went down. But yeah, very happy with that trade. We actually got a little bit extra on our runner, even though, you know, it appears like I put my stop there a little bit too tight again. It's a learning process on trailing my stops, and I am admittedly not very good at it, but like right here, I just wanted to take profit really bad. But it's all right. All right, what are we going on here on? Yeah, it's 8:12, going live a little bit early this morning. Kind of went live just because I was in that trade. I wanted to be live for that. But I actually have to, I have a doctor's appointment at 9 o'clock. So probably not going to be back in time for the open. But we shall see. It's just a local appointment and it shouldn't take long. But see, this is where I struggle with. I guess, okay, should I have just kept my stop maybe right here below this wick? I mean, obviously, everything is hindsight, so. All right. Okay, now I feel a lot better. I would have got stopped out there anyway. So. All right. Looks like kind of a summary of the day. So this was yesterday. Right around here is, I think it was actually right around here, 2:30 in the afternoon is when Rhythmic went out. And yeah, I was actually trying to enter a position here, but thankfully didn't work. But you can see yesterday my thesis going into the day, this was pre-market here. It was a slow, choppy grind up. I was not convinced of the move. Then we pulled back some, kind of chopped around, and then we just pushed higher. I was not any part of this move. I wasn't convinced of it. Then we sold off, and I had to walk away. I have a job, or I'm a business owner as well. Some things came up that I had to be a part of. So I walked away. I wasn't here for this move, which really, this is the move I was looking for all day, for a big sell-off, and then I wasn't there for it. But then, yeah, into the close, we bounced hard into the close all the way up to 41.56 again. Overnight session, we saw a big sell-off at 3, and then it bounced all the way back up to the 50s, sold all the way back down to the 40s, and now we're bouncing again. So a pretty choppy session pre-market. So not really sure what to expect, to be honest. CL trading, let's look at that. So if we look at CL on a higher time frame, you can see this big gap up. We've been kind of moving higher now. The last couple days, or week, we've just been kind of slowly selling off. Now I am expecting we'll fill this gap eventually, but yeah, right now we saw some heavy buying right in this area. Right here, tried some long wicks here. Then it sold off again hard, and then we whoosh, bought it back up. So here, that was part of the reason I went long this morning on CL. Is I'm kind of bullish on CL for the short term, expecting a bounce back up before we sell back down and fill this gap. Just my thesis on that. But we went, we took a long, no, we took a short here just for a short. It looked like it might try and test these lows again. I got stopped out. That was early this morning. It was only like a $20 loss. And then here we made profits on this. All right, yes, it's just pushing back up higher. It's 820. Days like today where I start the day off and they're in the green. It's so tempting. You know what? Maybe I should just walk away. But that's not very exciting either. Excuse me. All right, are we making feel like we're gonna keep going up here on CL? Let's review my balances a little bit on these funded accounts. So, or not funded, on the evaluation accounts. So we're at 52,700 in that range on 4 of the 7 accounts. So need about $300 more in profit, and then we are ready to roll on those. And then we have 52,100 in that range on the other remaining 3 accounts. Hey, we have a couple good trades. We'll be funded. And if we have 12 funded accounts now. So we would be, if we get these 7 funded, we'd be 1 away. Then it gets real. It's one thing to trade eval accounts, I've noticed. Because I've blown a couple funded accounts and blown 3 of them. On 2 of them, it was my mistake. I made a serious error. I thought I was trading micros and I was trading minis. Did not put on a trade, put on my stop where I thought, it would be fine on micros. And on micros, it would have been fine. I put on the trade, I walked away, did some chores, whatever. Didn't think anything of it. Came back and oh no, I got stopped out. And I see that tried to place another trade and it said admin only. And I'm like, what? Double check and yep, sure enough. That is not a good feat. Oh, right there we went, pushing higher. I wonder, would I have gotten stopped? If I would have just kept my stop right there at my previous target, I would be part of this move, but lesson learned, or is it? It's not a bad thing to take profit either. Never a bad thing, so. Anyway. But all right, I don't really see any. We're above VWAP now on ES. I don't see anything really that major coming up. At this point, I'm just really glad that rhythmic issues seem to be resolved for me. I've entered a couple of trades now this morning, and I haven't noticed any issues. So obviously, kind of makes you nervous trading in after what happened yesterday. And I'm really curious to hear of people that I know trading with Travis. I follow his channel, and I'm pretty sure he was in a position when the servers went down. Yeah, and I'm really curious what happens or like how they handle that. I was chatting with Daryl last night, and he said that they're going through all the accounts, and in the accounts that were blown, like they were like going through all the accounts and correcting the balances. So that sounds like a lot of work, but it's an unfortunate event. That's kind of out of Apex's control. I mean, it's not their fault. Rhythmic is just the provider. So yeah, it kind of feels bad for them, but yeah, he said that they're going to go through and correct all the balances and make everything right. So I think that's great. But yeah, I'm really curious what they do. Like, are they going to go back? Let's say someone enters a position at 2 o'clock. I think 2:30 the servers went down. At 2 o'clock they entered position, and at 2:30 they were in the negative 500. Right? Well, with how the market was going at the time, if they would have kept, that's where that's the hypothetical, because when do you know if they would have got out or not? Do they just update the balance to negative 500, or do they not count any trades? I don't know how they do that, but I'm kind of curious to know, kind of interested to know how they're going to correct the balances and what it's going to be based off of. So we seem to just kind of be creeping higher here this morning. But yeah, so far, actually, why don't we do our summary of where we're at currently? Usually I don't show my trades for today yet, so let's just eliminate that. Okay, so this is just kind of an overview of where we're currently at with these funded accounts. Obviously here, this column, you can see the net profit that I've made per day. Also, the net profit is taking out the commissions, so which trading, linking 18 accounts together, well, 7 and 12, I guess, but linking that many accounts together, the commissions add up real fast. Like, you can see my commission total, on the most I've had was $2,000. I had $2,000 in commissions in one day, and I definitely remember this day. I definitely over traded there. Same with here on my losing day, I over traded. But yeah, it's crazy how fast it adds up. I think it's important to be including that, because that is reflective on your balance. So anyway, yesterday I finished the day at plus 2,092. The day before, yeah, we had a really bad day, so had a 70% win rate yesterday. Did a lot of scalping yesterday. I definitely left a lot of money on the table yesterday, I feel like, but I was still happy. Just got my confidence back. And yeah, this is day number 10. Hard to believe it's been 10 days of this challenge, and So far, I'm really happy with the challenge and just doing. I'm glad I'm doing it because I definitely can tell that I'm more disciplined when I'm streaming. And that was my whole point of doing it. Was I was, especially with evaluation accounts, and I think this is like a problem with everyone. With the evaluation accounts, I didn't take them seriously enough, and part of it had to do with the 80% discount. You know, for $36, you can get a 50K eval account. You can actually get one for like $16 now. The 90% sale has been extended. So the 90% sale was set to end at midnight last night, but then like 30 minutes after they extended it to May 1st. So you can get some really cheap eval accounts, and then I would just kind of YOLO them almost. And it wasn't sound trading at all. I would add to my losers. I wouldn't. It was creating some very bad habits for me. And I knew it, and I just had a hard time correcting it. And one day I thought, I need to do something to correct this. And my wife, she's on this journey with me. But she also knows, what my rules are and what not to do. And I thought, okay, why don't I'll stream, and she can go back and look at the video and see what I'm doing. And it kind of is an accountability. I even thought, my brother, he's a little bit into trading as well. And just kind of sharing some of the, like sharing that I created a channel and telling, hey, this is me trading, and you can follow along, make sure I'm not violating any of my rules. So just knowing that in the back of my mind, when I have the itch to start acting irrational, it has definitely helped me be more grounded and like, hey, no, we're going to take this seriously. And not saying that, maybe I will blow an account. Who knows? But I want to blow an account. If I blow an account, I want it to be because I had maybe just a string of terrible trades where I had 10 trades in a row that had hit my stop loss. I can handle that. I mean, obviously it wouldn't be great, but what I don't want to happen is I get into one trade that goes against me and I keep adding to it, and one trade blows up the account. That is what would happen in the past. So that is what I'm really trying to prevent going forward. Anyway, my TED talk for the day. And it looks like we're just gonna go going higher here. Looks like that CL trade is kind of pulling back. I'm not upset with how I trailed that though, hindsight. Because if, let's say, for example, I would have kept my stop loss here, I would have captured part of this move. You know, where do I enter my stop loss there? Maybe here. I probably would have caught a couple extra ticks. But I'm happy with it. Okay, what time do we have? As far as news, we have news coming out at 9:45 PMI. So that will definitely be moving the market. So I will not be part of that. Interesting here. Came back just barely touched, didn't quite touch this EMA, but now moving get above 7777. Technically would be a long entry right here. Well, I'm gonna wait with the news and everything coming out. I think wise just to sit on my hands for now. You know what? I'm actually going to. I have a doctor's appointment that I need to run to. I'm gonna end my stream actually. Thought about just keeping it running, but it might go an hour before I'm back. So I'm gonna end my stream and then I'll be back probably around 9:30 to 9:45. Hope I'm back by